Greetings and salutations, and welcome back once again to 7 Years' War with the Battle of Zorndorf. I'm your host as always. Now, where we left off, we had just taken the Fuchsberg, and we were reforming our cavalry on the right after that unfortunate scrum that we had. So, let us see what has happened. Has the Russian line broken in any way? No. So yeah, we took the Fuchsberg. This is gonna hurt. Oh. This is gonna hurt. Unfortunately. Ooh. I'm losing a lot of men to these unfortunate firefights. So I think I will start to retire and reform. Looks like the Russian cavalry is fairly disordered along there. Interesting. Open fire on my divisional leader. Cavalry is going to start falling back into his line by the looks of it. Yeah, there. He's starting to reform over here and bring them back towards his right flank. His left flank, rather. My guess is he's going to look to reform them behind his line. For fairly simple reasons, being they are more likely to actually reform there. Oh, those Cossacks are now in Zorndorf. Alrighty, let's see. Alright, the Brunswick-Bevern and the Asserbergs both broke. That's fair enough. I can accept that. So 4 units routed. 6 units... So 16 units out of 30 undisorder. 6 units out of 7 rally. 1 unit recovers fatigue out of 4 check. 4 units rout, which is IR7 and IR27. And then 1 unit... So yeah, they routed from here, along here, and then up here. Which is fair. It's not at all surprising, given, well, everything. So, let us have a look-see. Let's do some preliminary artillery fire, shall we? Blast them. Blast them. You can't shoot. You will blast them. At least my artillery is now returning the favour from earlier, where I was just getting blasted the snot out of. Now my guns get to return the favour. Alrighty. So, let's have a look-see. Can I do? Yes, I should be able to. So, first and foremost, then, the Grenadiers are to advance, despite being disordered, which will allow these Grenadiers to advance. Von Bülow. Alrighty. This is going to force me to recommit. The fact that he just broke a chunk of Kaunitz's division. Let's get Frederick up there to start trying to rally them. And in the meantime, I'll also commit fall back. Ow. Alright, you also are routing, so let's get you going that way as well. Right, Donors, General Donors Brigade, or Donors Division rather. Donor will go there to try and regroup them. Actually, he'll go there. These boys, and then these boys are just going to fall back some more. And they routed, so... and getting blasted for their trouble. That battalion is completely out of the fight now, so... the Altplatten Cavalry. Alright, the Scholemers. Let's start reforming the Scholemer Regiment of Cavalry. And then von Bieberstein will go there. Bring these guns forward. Manteuffel, you're perfectly fine for now. Alright, let's have the Seidlitz cavalry. Seidlitz cuirassiers are going to hit them in the side. And then we'll bring up von Seidlitz a bit more. Same with the Gendarmerie and others, including the Garde du Corps. I'll bring them up and get them formed as well. Now then, Malenchovsky and his Hussar. Alright. Let's commit forward on Fleming's troops. They are committed forward to basically help with the assault. And I'll leave these grenadiers behind the line. Alright, let's do this. The Lieb Carabinier and the Markgraf Fredericks are perfectly fine for now. So the von Normans will go up here. What can you see? You can actually see them, so you might as well shoot them. Yeah, I figured that wouldn't do all that much. The Lieb Carabinier and the von Norman Dragoons. Von Zeiten will try and reorder them. The Markgrafs, I could charge and try and look to finish him, but I don't see the point. We've just got to form up and look to finish them off. The old-fashioned way if we have to. The Lieb Carabinier and the Markgrafs. And then the Hussars will come back round under, where is he? That's von Bedro. No, where is he? Von Rausch. Alright, Zeton, you go there. Or, who was Zeton, but is now not Zeton. And then the Prince von Prussen cuirassiers, or all things considered, what's left of them. Where is this? This is this gun, so let us limber that up and bring that forward. basically bring these dragoons this way with the goal of just sort of scaring them that I'm going to cross there. I'm not going to, but he doesn't know that. And what he doesn't know won't hurt him. Ugh. Let's shoot them. I'm hoping, just from some of this gunfire, I would be able to disorder some of him, but it looks like that's a big fat nope. So instead, this battalion is actually going to come this way with the goal of supporting the cavalry by doing this. Yeah, that wasn't worth it. Not in the slightest. Still, hopefully Frederick can rally these boys. Alrighty. Charge-wise, I could charge straight into them again and try and cause even more havoc, but I just don't think it's worth it. What have I lost so far? 4,359 infantry and 693 cavalry. I've lost 7 guns destroyed and 6 knocked out. Well, 6 uncrewed. He's lost 13 guns knocked out. And he's lost about the same, all things considered. What is causing me... What is costing me so much? It's the cavalry. That cavalry is expensive. So... So in this case, I think I've got to move that up. Can't unlimber it, but can at least get them ready to support this renewed assault by Focade's division. And then next turn, I'll also have the rest of Seidlitz's cavalry ready to somewhat assist with a potential breakthrough. Now, the von Zieten... Now the other part of the cavalry will shift. So von Malenchovsky will head over here. Von Seidlitz will sit here. Just for the sake of that. And then these hussars will come up and sit here. Just to protect my supply wagons and artillery and such. The Platensburg. And then the Scholemers are just going to keep going that way to try and reform. Alrighty. Let's do this then. Alrighty. Onwards to the melee, where first and foremost, that cavalry just hit. Not worth it. Hopefully that will cause a bit of a hoo-ha in his line. It certainly made his infantry losses about equal to mine. So it's just a case of alrighty. So yeah, all things considered, we're about even. Which does give me more opportunities, potentially, to exploit this current situation. Especially with Seidlitz's cavalry ready to follow up. Hopefully there will be enough of a panic from this lot to cause absolute mayhem in the second Russian line. But we shall see. But I think that's that for now. Still, I'm not entirely unhappy. I'm keeping pace with him, all things considered. It's a minor defeat at the moment, but I can change that. The loss of Scholema and von Bredau was very bad on my part, but nothing can be done about that now. Still, I'm happy, I think. So it's just a case of preparing for an falling back, reforming, and preparing for a fresh assault. So for now, I think that is going to be that. So, I hope you have enjoyed this latest episode of Zorndorf. I am your host as always. Now, without further ado, I want to thank you all again, and hope you will hit the like button, comment, or if you haven't already, subscribe. You know, all the algorithm nonsense. But this, considering this is only turn 10 of 36, yeah, it's been quite bloody. Partly because of my own fault. I should have spent maybe 10 more turns bombarding, but we'll... Oh well. I felt compelled to advance. But for now, I thank you all once again. And until next time, I will see you all very, very soon. So until then, bye-bye for now.